First, First Samuel chapter 26. And the Ziphites came unto Saul to Gibeah, saying, Doth not David hide himself in the hill of Hakilah, which is before Jeshimon? Then Saul arose and went down to the wilderness of Ziph, having 3,000 chosen men of Israel with him, to seek David in the wilderness of Ziph. And Saul pitched in the hill of Hakilah, which is before Jeshimon, by the way that David abode in the wilderness. And he saw that Saul came after him into the wilderness. David therefore sent out spies, and understood that Saul was come in very deed. And David arose and came to the place where Saul had pitched. And David beheld the place where Saul lay, and Abner the son of Ner, the captain of his host. And Saul lay in the trench, and the people pitched round about him. Then answered David and said to Ahimelech the Hittite, and to Abishai the son of Zeruiah, brother to Joab, saying, Who will go down with me to Saul to the camp? And Abishai said, I will go down with thee. So David and Abishai, Abishai, came to the people by night, and behold, Saul lay sleeping within the trench, and his spear stuck in the ground at his bolster. And Abner and the people lay round about him. Then said Abishai to David, God hath delivered thine enemy into thine hand this day. Now therefore let me smite him, I pray thee, with the spear, even to the earth at once, and I will not smite him the second time. And David said to Abishai, Destroy him not, for who can stretch forth his hand against the Lord's, against Yahweh's anointed, and be guiltless? David said furthermore, As Yahweh liveth, Yahweh shall smite him, or his day shall come to die, or he shall descend into battle and perish. Yahweh forbid that I should stretch forth mine hand against Yahweh's anointed. But I pray thee, take thee now the spear that is at his bolster, and the cruse of water, and let us go. So David took the spear and the cruse of water from Saul's bolster, and they got them away, and no man saw it, nor knew it, neither awake, for they were all asleep, because a deep sleep from Yahweh had fallen upon them. Then David went over to the other side and stood on top of an hill, afar off, a great space being between them. And David cried to the people and to Abner son of Ner, saying, Answerest thou not, Abner? And Abner answered and said, Who art thou that criest to the king? David said to Abner, Art not thou a valiant man? And who is like to thee in Israel? Wherefore then hast thou not kept thy lord the king? For there came one of the people in to destroy the king thy lord. This thing is not good that thou hast done. As Yahweh liveth, ye are worthy to die, because ye have not kept your master, the Lord's Yahweh's anointed. And now see where the king's spear is, and the cruse of water that was at his bolster. And Saul knew David's voice, and said, Is this the voice of my son David? And David said, It is my voice, my king, my lord, O king. And he said, Wherefore doth my lord thus pursue after his servant? For what have I done, or what evil is in mine hand? Now therefore I pray thee, let my lord the king hear the words of his servant. If Yahweh have stirred thee up against me, let him accept an offering. But if they be the children of men, cursed be they before Yahweh. For they have driven me out this day from abiding in the inheritance of Yahweh, saying, Go, serve other gods. Now therefore let not my blood fall to the earth before the face of Yahweh. For the king of Israel has come out to seek a flea, as when one doth hunt a partridge in the mountains. Then said Saul, I have sinned. Return, my son David, for I will no more do thee harm, because my soul was precious in thine eyes this day. Behold, I have played the fool, and have erred exceedingly. And David answered and said, Behold the king's spear, and let one of the young men come over and fetch it. And Yahweh render to every man his righteousness and his faithfulness, for Yahweh delivered thee into my hand today. But I would not stretch forth mine hand against Yahweh's anointed. And behold, as thy life was much set by this day in mine eyes, so let my life be much set by in the eyes of Yahweh, and let him deliver me out of all tribulation. Then Saul said to David, Blessed be thou, my son David. Thou shalt both do great things, and also shalt still prevail. So David went on his way, and Saul returned to his place. That concludes 1 Samuel chapter 26. David knew how to treat the Lord's anointed. Yeah, don't lift your hand up against Yahweh's anointed. He knew that. And anyone that did, he made them pay the price if they were under his purview. So, thank you for viewing. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Tuck in a wee prayer request, don't you? In the comments. Nobody's done that yet. I've been doing this for 2 years. Not one person has sent me a prayer request. Does that seem fitting? I've asked for it. I've made myself available to help you in prayer according to the word of Yahweh. I'm not upset. If you'll send prayer requests after Yahweh has taken me home, my wife will pray for you. You'll still be prayed for. And I intend to say some prayers that should last for eternity. Till then. So God bless you. Bless God. And bless one another.